Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here. It is October 17th. Another weekly reset is upon us for Destiny 2. So let's jump right into all the goodies and the activities that we can do this week. So first things first, you guys know the Flashpoint this week is going to be on Titan. So a little bit of wandering around the floating water structures and the arcologies. So definitely go in there, do your public events. Those typically are going to be the Fallen weapons exchange with the two walkers. You'll occasionally have the other powerful enemies show up, like the wandering, powerful knight that's out there on, near the first loading zone. If you're doing the public event out here, right here on Siren's Watch, you've got one that's up here. Again, a similar one that's going to be that same public event, the weapons exchange with the Fallen and the two walkers. And then right here in the middle of the rig, sometimes you'll have that the Hive one, which can be more difficult with the witches and stuff like that. So those are typically going to be your public events on Titan. There's not a ton of them, but they're pretty close together, so it doesn't take long to bounce back and forth between them, which is a good thing. So that's not too bad. Secondly, you've got your crucible challenges, of course, your daily stuff like that. For the Nightfall. Nightfall this week is going to be a fun one. I say that kind of sarcastically, depends on what you think of the strike. The Nightfall is the Exodus Crash. So this is the one on Nessus where you kind of traverse a decent amount of the planet. In the end, you kind of end up in that little dome where you're fighting the dude who teleports away occasionally. You've got the little floating shanks that electrify the floor and all that stuff going on. Now the modifiers you've got are Prism. Your attacks matching the focused element deal increased damage. So this is where you want to bring in a different type of damage for each thing. So if I have Celestial Nighthawk for Golden Gun, for example, or just regular Golden Gun, either way, make sure I've got something that's Void and something that's Arc as well. So as the damage types change, I can rotate through things that do bonus damage and continually be beneficial. So just make sure you plan accordingly. Of course, if you're running Titan, definitely run those shock grenades. They're definitely still going to be really, really, really beneficial. Pulse grenades, I'm sorry, not shock, but same idea, I guess. And then rotate through, so you've got something like Merciless for solar, and then, a void energy weapon, something like that. However you want to do it, just be able to do that increased damage with each different type of weapon. Kinetic, still kinetic. As you can see, it's unaffected. Just the focused element rotates periodically, so. But yeah, the other one is TImewarp rings. So I will do my Nightfall guide for you guys, run through, show you how to get those rings. Typically, the thing about the rings is whenever you get to a location where the first ring is at, once you jump through it, it will activate the rings that will spawn for pretty much that region that you have to jump through them. They're not just like spread all throughout the level. They are in specific areas. So as you go through and do the rings, usually go through and kill most of the guys in the area. If you're on the regular Nightfall, I would suggest killing, some of the guys in the area, the more required ones. If you're on the Prestige, especially, kill the things you need to kill, but again, when it's on the Prestige, it usually makes more sense to kill what you can to survive, because killing more things and not dying definitely helps with that respawn time. So just got to balance out and see what that is. We'll have to test that out this morning as we go. But the rings, you jump through one of them, then a bunch of them spawn in an area, and then you and your team just have to try and jump through as many as possible. It's easier to do that when you have less enemies to fight, so keep that in mind. As for the raid, we are on week 5 of the raid. So this will be the rotation of the rooms is going to be first the Pleasure Gardens with the dogs. Then you're going to have the Gauntlet, which is basically the game show running in the circle. And then you've got the Royal Baths. So you've got the Bathers and those little lanterns to kill. So that's the order. Dogs, Gauntlet, Bathers. And then you're going to finish with Callus. So it does rotate every week, so we are up to that at this point. And you've always got Call to Arms, so you do your Crucible matches, again, just participation. Basically, it's based on kills. So whether you win, whether you lose, it's the kills you get kind of increases your percentage. It's not quite 1-to-1. It's like 10%, maybe 12 or 10 kills, maybe like 10 or 12 or 11%. I haven't quite done the math. I'll have to do that at some point and see. And then finally, Clan EXP. Just another reminder for you guys, if you are looking for a clan, let us know. Legendary emblems only. We are 19 members at this point, so slowly growing. But we are rank 5, so apparently the last rank is a big one. Did not realize, but Working on getting rank 6. Remember, they are for seasons. On the 20th, Bungie is going to have their stream at TwitchCon regarding Seasons of Destiny. It's on the 20th. It's in the afternoon, so it's at like 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be at the Twitch Theater, so check that stream out. I'll see what's going on with that. That'll probably be posted with regards to the weekly reset as well. So we'll just have to see when that stuff comes out to see how long these seasons are going to last. But yeah, that is most of the stuff, just your general milestones for you guys. Let's jump to the Traveler and show you guys what's running around in there for vendors and such. See you guys on the inside. Alright, Guardians, so let's see what Tess has for us this week for inventory. First, we've got Confused. Hello? Huh? Pretty questionable, but funny. I do have this one already. Pretty cool, though. 6-shooter. I do enjoy these exotic emotes. They may be a little expensive, but when you get one, they're still pretty awesome. We've got Chrono Glass for one of the speeders. Perks are, of course, random. Never quite know what you're going to get there. And then we've got Breakpoint for a ship. Pretty clean, simple. Gonna get that triangle shape. Similar shape here, but we do have an exotic ship as well. Pretty sweet looking pattern on it, though. Ariana's Vengeance. I will see you again, but first, I have work to do. Ariana 3 before entering the Hellmouth. So you get the Jade Countenance. You've got the kind of, I don't know how to say, like almost Oriental samurai, kind of old school look for your grenade launcher. Fortunately, the gun's not that great, but the ornament's kind of cool. They got the Futurist Chrome for hard light. All sorts of crazy, shiny, and colorful there. It's got a lot of colors on the gun. May as well be crazy. We got the Helm of Optimacy. Again, if you're looking for that full Optimacy set, this will be the helm for you. This is just the Titan. It's the character I'm on. Got the Lambda Shell. Not Lambada. That would be funny, though. Number 2. For ghosts who want to know that you are number 1, apparently. So you got the Vanguard Magnus Gloss. This is first shader. What do you look like? Not bad. Got a little bluish, shiny blue chrome to it. Not bad, not bad. Got the Hawkeye History Polish. So I see orange, but I don't see a whole lot of it. Tiny orange accents, mostly that like kind of chrome gold color. Got Dawn in Dusk. We got purple, blue, pink, all sorts of colorful. But as you can see, as you rotate, the reflections actually move. If you notice, like my leg armor, for example, goes from that like blue to pink. Kind of a cool look for it. And then finally, of course, the Fire Team Medallion. That is Tess Eververse for the week. Alright, Guardians, the last thing is going to be Cayde 6 treasure maps. Again, I will do a separate video showing you where each one of them are at. But make sure you guys pick these up, and when you pick up these chests, actually when you're on Titan actually looting the chests, spread out when you loot them. Titan's not that big, so sometimes it doesn't take too long to do these, which is good. But as you loot these, there is something in Destiny 2 to make sure that you don't basically farm something or find a glitch and can glitch and farm something too quickly, like regional chests. So what they did is basically don't farm too many major chests within like a half hour to an hour. So as you pick up the chests, don't do more than 3. Usually if you want to just do 1 a day, totally safe. 1 every couple hours, it's fine. Just try and spread it out over a decent amount of time. Even if you do like 2, take a little break, work on a raid, at Nightfall attempts, something like that, come back, get 2 more. Spend like an hour or 2 between and you should be fine. Main thing is if you pick 1 up and you don't get anything at all from it, that usually means you've kind of hit your cap for a little bit of time. So spread them out if you hit that point. Try not to do all of them too close together. So, number 1. So I chased the gang of awoken thieves up to the arcology. That bridge didn't look too stable, and I'm not into methane baths, so I stashed what I had and picked up on their trail inside. This will probably be up north.
All yours, friend.
Titan Treasure Map 2. This one is in some kind of wall. What was it with the Golden Age? That they had to build walls around everything. Not sure.
I know you'll be happy with
Treasure Map 3. Mapping these pings to the latest from Sloan. Looks like you'll be tearing through some kind of ceiling garden. Good luck with that. Of course, his optimism is always fun. You know what else you love about my rest stops on Titan? Walking into the arcology and thinking about its heyday. But then you get to thinking about how much we actually lost. And now the Hive just spawn everywhere. And the will to fight boils right back up. So he's ready to go again. And the last treasure map. And just to amuse myself, I would find natural X's and in any environment and stash something somewhere beneath them. Just to be able to say those words to myself, X marks the spot. Always pretty cool.
No refunds, okay? Alright.
No refunds, pretty straightforward. Well, that pretty much covers the weekly reset, guys. If you want to see more in here, let me know what you guys want to see. The vendors don't really change too much. I know Eververse is the only one who really does make a major change. Flashpoint is Titan. And if you guys want to see where those treasure locations are at, they're all pretty close together. So you're going to go to the rig and onwards. So into the solarium and the arcology. So all that stuff will be over in this neck of the woods. So I will do that video next. Look for that one to come up. I will link it in this one. You guys will see the card show up as I'm talking about them. And also at the end of the video, I will have a link to it. After that, I'll work on the Nightfall this morning with a group just to explain where the rings are at. So you guys can kind of see what to do and kind of what the importance are for the mission. So that pretty much wraps it up for the weekly reset, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, again, leave the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Of course, that is always appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And had a great week for that. Keep that coming. Follow me on twitter.com, just Ebontis there, twitch.tv/Ebontis. And as always, thank you guys. Have a great one. And I will see you guys good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And have a good one.